We are currently rank 2 in Europe if we don't count the win traders. And in today's video I'm going to show you a new build on Camille that I'm using right now. It's a very aggressive build, but in combination with barrier, I think the moment you are kind of ahead, you can snowball super hard with this build, and the split pushing potential is just absolutely crazy. So in a 1 versus 1, almost no one can stop you when you are ahead. And as you guys can see here, I've been spamming Camille so much that I'm the top 1 Camille with a big lead onto the second person. So enough talking, let's hop right into the gameplay. I forgot to mention that I'm streaming on twitch.tv Darkbreaker Wildrift, so make sure to follow me there. Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and for today's video we are going to play Camille once again using, like I said already in the beginning, a pretty aggressive build and probably one of the strongest 1 versus 1 builds you can go for Camille, because with that help of Blade of the Rune King you will have insane amount of damage. And we're also playing against Tribe Friend and Emperor Duck, 2 challenger players who are also signed for Tribe Gaming. I mean, Tribe Friend is still signed for Tribe Gaming and Emperor Duck is on the bench, but he was a pro player, and it's just for personal reasons why he isn't playing for Tribe on the main roster right now. Oh, we are laning against a friend actually, so laning against a pro player. So let's see how it goes. I mean, I think friend is right now playing ADC or support. He transitioned to Baron lane because they were looking for Baron laner, but I think Leon is back to Baron lane and friend is back to support, so he's definitely not playing his main role in competitive. Okay, decent trade. Decent is coming, and he missed the S1, lucky for us, but we still have barrier. That's why I like to go barrier, to be honest, because a lot of times you will end up in those 1 versus 2 situations in the Baron lane. Obviously Ignite is good for 1 versus 1, but how often are you in a lane where you will never get ganked? It's very rare that no one is trying to gank you, so I rather have the barrier for that 1 versus 2 outplay or the survivability in the 1 versus 2 situation. Also, I use Camille very much in my grind from Master to Challenger. So let me explain why I did it. So in Challenger, I wasn't finding any games. In solo queue, I wasn't finding games. In duo queue, I wasn't finding any games. So what's the typical response from Riot when you have issues with queue time? They tell you you should go duo queue and match with someone with a bad matchmaking rating, and they create the lobby, so they enable you to find games. But even with that, I couldn't find any games in Challenger. I mean, even if I found any games, it took like 2 hours or 1 hour to find one single game. So very annoying to push. And at the beginning, I think I lost like 2 or 3 games. I was like, okay, whatever. At this point, we might as well drop to Master. And then I just picked random stuff like Teemo, a new Teemo Challenger video incoming, Yasuo, stuff like that, just to, I mean, not try hard, but practice some champions, and hopefully we end up losing. I mean, I didn't troll any games on purpose, let's just say that like that, but I wasn't tryharding as well, and we just lose, so we end up being Master with 99 LP. And the plan was simple. The plan was very simple. The next day, I asked a friend to play with me duo queue, who is Diamond with a bad matchmaking rating. And at the beginning I was like, oh, it's morning, I play solo queue, let's try to play a few games here and there. I didn't find any games. I will show it to you right here, I guess. Didn't find any games in solo queue as a master player. And now let's talk about why I didn't find the games. Because my matchmaking rating is insanely high. Very, very high. If you're a master player or a grandmaster player, you will understand the more LP you have, the less LP you will get per game. And now the funny thing is, I was still getting plus 20 at 160 LP. I was getting plus 20, plus 20, plus 20 because my MMR was super high. But since we are playing with a diamond, the queue time was not too high. It was like maybe 1 to 5 minutes, maybe maximum was 10 minutes. While when I was playing on my main account, solo queue and challenger, 1 hour no games, 2 hour no games. In master, 1 hour no games, solo queue. So, yes, in this season, I got challenger, but I didn't play exclusively solo queue just because of the fact that we didn't find any games. So hopefully you guys understand it, and I think I showed in the previous season, season 1, that we reached top 20 playing literally 99% of the games solo queue. So some people will say, you didn't reach challenger this season solo queue. Yeah, you're right, I didn't, but I think it doesn't matter too much because I managed to reach top 20 in the last season. And I just wanted to make sure to explain it to you guys so you guys will understand why I tried to push as a master, just because I can play with a diamond to have better queue times. And it paid off because I get a lot of LP for Grandmaster, or should I say a master with more than 106 LP. Other people, they get like plus 12 at 150 plus, plus 13, plus 14 at best, and we got plus 20. It just shows that the reason we had such a high queue time is because of our matchmaking rating being so high. But enough talking about matchmaking, you guys don't care about that. Just wanted to explain to you, but anyways, let's focus on the gameplay itself. So, what I like to do as Camille in a ranked match is actually not necessary going for the split push. Split push is great, it works in competitive with a good team that understand how to play around the split push. But a lot of times you will notice that split pushing in solo queue is kinda scuffed. And the reason is because of the coordination with your teammates. Sometimes they will get caught, sometimes they will force the team fight too early while you're split pushing. So you can't apply the pressure that you want. You want to apply enough pressure on the map that maybe one person has to defend it, and best case 2 or 3 person have to defend you, or otherwise you will just take the whole map, getting all those side turrets, and then you swap and try to get the turrets on the other side of the map. But that's basically the game plan of a split pusher, obviously. Try to create enough pressure on the map. Okay, nice taunt. So people have to react to your split push, and this creates an opening for your teammates to fight a team fight with a man advantage. And if you also have teleport, you can teleport in and create a bigger team advantage, and so you can win those team fights easier. But like I said, what I prefer to do on Camille is actually roam and join those team fights, man. Join those team fights, enable team fights, catch people with your ultimate. You have great utility, and your team fighting is also pretty decent in my opinion. You have your hook shot to stun people, you have your ultimate to catch people off guard, and okay, maybe I shouldn't have gone for that Alistair because he used his ultimate, but I was like, hey boys, I have that true damage, maybe it's enough, maybe it doesn't matter too much. Okay, Lee Sin jumps over. They are so low. They are so low. Katarina's jumping over here. I might die, to be honest. Yeah, I should have went in earlier, maybe. So, what I like to do is actually just do a semi-push. Like, I will either create a slow push into my favor, so I can roam more freely, or I will just, if the tier 1 turret is already down, I will try to shove the wave so that I can just roam for the team fight instead of TPing. Because most of the times when you want to do those teleport plays, your teammates won't be able to use it correctly. And that's why I prefer to be there already to engage and initiate basically. And right there I got caught, and that was kind of my bad. Tried to face check that bush, and they were all in that bush, and they just punished me, and now they will also get the Rift Herald, so definitely a bad play on my part. I think for this gameplay I actually decided to go for a different variation. Instead of getting a Blade of the Rune King second item, I got it as the third item because we kinda lacked frontline, to be honest, and I felt like I want to engage and soak damage so that my Ahri can carry. Going for maybe... Okay, let's go for Lee Sin. He's going to die here. Maybe you can also kill the Gregors. We do. And we also kill the Ezreal. So, wait. 5 for 3. Clean ace. Okay, we got an ace. But also 3 people died. And the enemies got the Mountain Dragon. And Mountain Dragon is actually not that bad in this game because we have Ahri who wants to poke and Kai'Sa who wants to poke, so definitely Mountain not too bad for the enemy team composition. Okay, let's reset right here, get the Guardian Angel, no, get Steric's Gage, and then afterwards go for Blade of the Rune King. And right now I'm just telling Braum he should be with Kai'Sa and let me split push alone. Because I have teleport, so I can create enough pressure, just keep pushing in the bot lane, and when the people need me, I can just teleport in and get that team advantage. Actually, in some games where I'm ahead, I will never be in my own lane anymore. I will just keep trying to fight non-stop, get those openings. The map on Wildrift is pretty small compared to the PC version, so as a side laner, if you're playing Camille, you can roam so much when you're ahead and already have the first turret. Especially if you're playing against a tank who is not good at deep pushing. If you're laning against Malphite, you can just keep pushing. You push one time your wave and then you just roam and fight. So that's basically how I like to play Camille in solo queue at least, because in solo queue you want to have high kill participation, because being a split pusher in solo queue doesn't transition necessarily in a win. You can be, I don't know, 5-0 in your lane, but if you don't impact your teammates and try to help them, you might still end up losing those games. Anyways, Lee Sin is coming for that flank. He kicked Ahri in, and I will just keep pushing, and when they need me, actually, since the Katarina used the Rift Herald, I have to defend the mid lane, so I will immediately move for the mid lane. And actually they fought a 4 vs 3 situation, because Katarina was mid lane and Gregors wasn't there as well, so 4 vs 3 situation in our favor. We got that Lee Sin kill, that's not too bad. I also defended the Rift Herald, so the tier 1 turret didn't take too much damage in my opinion. He's playing tank Gregors. You guys saw my second S1 with true damage, barely did any damage on him. And I'm also going to make a new Gregors build. Instead of the typical tank build that got kind of popular, or the standard full AP build, we're going for a hybrid build. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video for Gregors, then definitely subscribe, activate the notification bell, and don't miss out on amazing content, because I have a lot of stuff prepared already. And also this week, Rengar and Kha'Zix are going to get released. So I'm going to make a nice guide for both of those champions. If you guys don't want to miss out, like I said, make sure to follow the channel. Okay, they are fighting very overextended. I will try to teleport in immediately right now to try to help them. I wanted to create more pressure, but looks like they decided to fight already. I'm coming in for the cleanup. Let's go for the Katarina and ignore the Alistar. Stun her. She dies. Let's go for that Alistar. I'm flashing forward as well. Going to use my hook shot right now. Dash onto him and he dies. Can we get that Gragas? I don't think so. But we can go for the Nashor. Lee Sin is up in 5 seconds. So it might be a little bit risky. But I feel like we have enough damage. Okay, he's going to teleport for that Inferno Dragon. I'm going to let the others go for that Baron. They have jungle and ADC. I think they can do it without me. And Ari and me actually go for Gragas and Lee Sin to stop them from that Inferno Dragon. Sneaky cheese. So, the Wukong used Redemption and managed to secure Inferno Dragon, and at the same time we killed Lee Sin, we killed Gragas, we got Baron buff, and we also got that Inferno Dragon. So overall, amazing outcome for us, managing to prevent that Inferno sneaky attempt. That was very sneaky, but kind of obvious to be honest. I felt like what is Emperor going to do? Number one, he will try teleport into the Baron and try to attempt to steal it, or Inferno is up and he will go for that Inferno. Okay, they're fighting again. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go for Mr. Emperor Duck. Kill him. I guess let's just go for Alistar. We're super ahead. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's just jump in very aggressively, doing a lot of damage. And tanking a lot, to be honest. Maybe use Barrier. Use my S1. Doing a lot of damage to Katarina. She's going to die. 4 people are dead. Yeah, I think they can still end it. We have the Baron empowered minions. We have 3 people alive and only Ezreal alive on the opponent side. So I guess that's going to be for the gameplay. They are going to end it right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and maybe some feedback on whether or not you guys enjoyed this video. I see you next time. Bye bye. Have an awesome day.